Finding things, the long journey home. Prologue, things are in the death of people, and everything is resting. Over time, everyone loses something, a key, a letter, or a lost cat, some important, some less important. Flowers bloom and fall, annual rings open round and round, and the world still floats endlessly. Welcome to the Finder's Corner, where I can help you find what you've lost. The owner's surname is Lewin, his name is like his person, it is difficult to read, and even the system of the Household Administration Office cannot fully register his name, so he has to be called Lewin for the time being. People say that he is an alien, with yin and yang eyes, and can pass through the things of the four worlds of people, ghosts, beasts, and spirits. There are also 3 assistants in the workshop, each with a unique skill. One is the word name, 2 dragon words in a row are stacked. I heard that the dragon flew into the sky when he was born, and the thunder did not stop for 3 days. The second is called, which is a female history who has read more than 10,000 volumes, and can see through the cause and effect of things at a glance. The third is the number, only 1 word, 47 strokes, no one knows what his origin is, but his eyes always seem to hide the afterimage of astronomy and geography and the 3,000 worlds. On this day, a drizzle wet the door, and a woman in morning clothes stepped through the threshold, carrying a yellowed letter and a jasper hairpin. It's not something I'm missing, it's a person. She whispered, like a candle in the wind. Twisted his beard lightly and said, people are either dead or left behind, which one do you want me to find? He never died, never left behind, but disappeared from my life. Nodded, okay, let me ask you, what did he leave behind? The woman handed the hosta out, this is what I am engaged to him, and he said that as long as the hosta is not broken, the love will not be broken. But now the man is gone, but the hairpin is intact. Put the hosta in the center of the copper plate, the candle flame shook, a wisp of smoke rose from the hairpin, turning into a blue and white shadow, and the figure of a young man slowly emerged. The woman bowed her head, I am his wife who has not passed through the door. Gong Lu flipped out Yin Luo's old files on the side, and his face was full of solemnity. In Xiangxi, there was a case of Longji sealing the mountain, and some people said that strange things were suppressed under the mountain, and none of the people who entered the mountain survived. He suddenly whispered, no, there is a person who has come out of the mountain, but he is no longer the same person. Shaking his head, then I will find his soul from what he left behind, maybe it can awaken his memory. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 1, Mountains have trees and trees have branches. There are many magic tools in the search workshop, from copper mirrors and copper basins to animal bones coated with sand, and there is even a mirror well that does not drink human blood and does not appear. This time, they chose the dream bag, a secret technique originating from Miaozhong, to seal the memory fragments of the person concerned, and when it was late at night, they used the method of dreaming into dreams to enter the realm of memory. He was in charge of filling dreams, Yan Yu was in charge of recording, and Lu was guarding the door with an umbrella of evil charms. The woman was ushered into the chamber, her dream bag tied to her forehead, cigarette smoke swirling, and her consciousness gradually sank into the dream. In the dream, it was a snowy night, Yin Luo rode his horse and galloped, and behind him was a team of black-clothed people following him, arrows breaking through the air, and sword chi was horizontal. Suddenly, he broke into an ancient forest, and a huge bronze gate appeared in the forest, and the inscription Mirror Realm, in human land appeared on the door. Yan Yu turned a page from the ancient book. The Mirror Realm is the realm used by ancient chi refiners to seal the demons and souls of the dead, where time and reality are confused, and memories are constantly rewritten. He said, then if you want to find him, you have to enter the gate of the Mirror Realm through your dreams. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 2, 1,000 Years in the Mirror Like a Dream. As soon as they entered the door, they came to a deserted city like a palace, called Lethe City. Everyone in the city was expressionless, only repeating the events of yesterday. He asked one of them, do you recognize Yin Luo? The man replied, Yin Luo. He is the lord of the city, but the lord of the city was lost 100 years ago. The four looked at each other in shock, 100 years ago. It turns out that time is like water in the mirror world, and it has been 3 years since it has been here, and it may only be a few days in the outside world, but here, it has been 100 years. They followed the line to find the palace of the city lord, and saw a person sitting on the throne. His appearance was the same as Yin Luo, but his eyes were empty and godless, and there was a black jade mirror suspended on his chest. The mirror guard appears, and the battle is on the verge of breaking out. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 3, The Battle of Broken Dreams. The Mirror Guard, known as Min Xian, is the oldest guard in the mirror world, able to control time breaks and memory reorganization, and with a wave of his hand, Yan Xi's figure is beaten back to his childhood and becomes ignorant. The scorpion was split into dozens of themselves. Gong Lu was dragged into the day of his father's funeral, and his expression was in turmoil. Bagwarular wood is the treasure of the town of the search workshop, which is made of Kunlun wood, and it is dedicated to breaking the falsehood. He smashed the phantom of the mirror guard with a ruler of wood, rushed into front of Yin Luo's seat, and smashed the black jade mirror on his chest with one palm. Yin Luo coughed up blood, and his consciousness was slightly clear. Who is it? You are Yin Luo, Shaoqing of Dali Temple, and your fiancé is still waiting for you. Hearing this, Yin Luo shed tears, and his memories poured back like a flood bursting his banks. But the mirror world is starting to crumble, and they must leave immediately. The four of them escorted Yin Luo back to his original place, and when he was about to go out, Yin Luo looked back at Lechuan City and whispered, I have lived here for a lifetime, married a wife and had children. Now it's a dream. Chapter 4, Cracks in the Mirror World. After Yin Luo returned to the present world, although his body and mind gradually recovered, the remorse and confusion in his heart became deeper and deeper. That experience in the mirror world seemed to be an endless dream, and I even began to be unable to distinguish between reality and memory. Especially the ink jade mirror, it had been destroyed, but Yin Luo's chest often ached faintly, as if some kind of power was still lurking in his body. Did not let go of this clue, knowing that the mirror world is not a simple dream. He decided to bring more people into the mirror world to explore those forgotten secrets. One day, suddenly received a letter from the south, and only 3 words were written in the letter, the mirror world is cracked. The sender of this letter is named Sun Che, who is an old friend of the Finder's Workshop, who once explored side by side with, and then lost contact for many years. The letter revealed a shocking news, the rift in the mirror world is expanding, which will not only affect the mirror world itself, but may also cause the real world to intertwine with the mirror world, and the boundary between the two worlds will no longer be clear. If these cracks are not unlocked, everyone will be trapped in a dream from which there is no escape. Cracks in the mirror world. We must enter the mirror realm again, said in a serious tone to the 3 of them. This time, we not only have to recover the lost items, but we also need to seal the cracks in the mirror realm to prevent the two realms from intertwining. But are we out of control? The power of the mirror realm can no longer be easily sealed. His tone was full of worry. I understand, but I also understand that only the people of the mirror realm can stop the collapse of the mirror realm. After speaking, his eyes were determined. He added in a low voice, if we go in, both the broken memories and the fears in our hearts will come back again. So what? Smiled slightly, that's exactly what we're calling. So, the 4 of them are ready to enter the mirror world again, but this time, they are not simply looking for lost objects, but have to face the core problems of the mirror world. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 5, The Master of the Mirror Realm. When they passed through the ancient bronze door again and entered the mirror realm, they found that the changes in the mirror realm were even more terrifying than they had imagined. It was no longer the deserted city, but an endless grey mist, and the air seemed to be filled with countless sounds and illusions. This doesn't look like the mirror world as it is. There was deep doubt in his eyes. Mirror realm. It's changed. Just as they were lost in the grey mist, suddenly, the air around them fluctuated, and a figure appeared, like a ghost. You're finally here. The man's voice was low, with an inexplicable coercion, as if even time was distorted in his voice. Are you? Frowned, despite his experience, he still felt an unprecedented danger. The Lord of the Mirror Realm. The man walked slowly towards them, and his figure gradually became clear, but it didn't seem to belong to any of the worlds. His face vaguely carried Yin Luo's image, but his eyes were empty. Are you Yin Luo? He was shocked. I used to be Yin Luo, but now, I am the master of the mirror world, called Mirror King. He smiled slightly, his voice like broken glass, the crack in the mirror world is a contract between me and you. You have come in to restore my lost heart. Lost hearts? Puzzled, and what do you want? Mirror Kun's smile vanished, turning cold and gloomy. What you're looking for is just a few insignificant items, but you're ignoring the most important thing, memories. My memory. With his order, the grey mist around him suddenly exploded, and fragments of past memories emerged like fragments, surrounding the 4 of them. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 6, The Demon of the Mirror Realm. Under the control of Jing Kun, the fragments of memories form one illusion after another. Each illusion is the past history of the mirror world, and they are Yin Luo's past life, but in these illusions, Yin Luo's memories are constantly distorted, becoming the source of the Mirror King's power. He suddenly finds himself trapped in an endless labyrinth, surrounded by countless images of himself, as if every decision, every choice, is repeating itself here. It's my demons. Whispering. This is not only your inner demon, but also the inner demon of the mirror world. Said in a deep voice, the master of the mirror world is actually the demon of the Mirror King. He can't get rid of the memories of the past, and only by dragging others into here can he maintain his own existence. So, how can we crack it all? He asked. Break the mirror realm, break his own demons. S eyes flashed with determination. We must let Jingjun face his deepest fears and let him release that curse. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 7, The End of the Mirror Realm. The power of the Mirror Monarch is getting stronger and stronger, and the four of them know that if they do not untie this knot of demons, the Mirror Realm will not be able to return to its original state. Eventually, they decide to take a risk and enter the core of Kagami-kun in an attempt to break his sealed memories. In front of Jingjun, the four of them are no longer ordinary seekers, but souls that have been burdened with a lot of pain. They use their own memories and emotions as weapons to start a life and death duel with Jingjun. In the end, Jingjun's heart demon was shattered, and his figure turned into countless fragments and dissipated into the air. The rift in the mirror world also closed, and the whole world returned to balance. However, the battle is not over. The secrets of the mirror world are still hidden, waiting for the next challenger. And the search shop will also face more unknown challenges.